Morning on a gorgeous, blue sky, 5-star New Mexico morning to celebrate the opening of Phase 3 of Officer Daniel Webster Park. So you all are very important people, all of you, and we have a lot of people here who've come out who are going to participate in this program. We have a lot of people to thank. And I want to recognize some folks right off the bat and sort of give you a preview on what we're going to do. So we're going to hear some remarks, obviously from our mayor, Tim Keller. We're honored to have with us this morning United States Representative Melanie Stansbury. We have elected officials from the New Mexico State Legislature, State Senator President Pro Tem Mimi Stewart, and State Representative Deborah Sariñana. Our District 6 City Councilor, Nicole Rogers, is here. From the office of United States Senator Martin Heinrich, Katie Simon is here. Thank you, Senator Heinrich's office. Joining us today are a lot of men and women in uniform, led by APD Interim Chief Cecily Barker. There she is. And just want to give you a little heads up. She's brought along 4 APD officers from the reality-based training unit, and they're going to be the guinea pigs on the Officer Daniel Webster Extreme Fitness course this morning. So stick around, because at the end of the show, we're going to have the inaugural run on the fitness course. We won't be timing it, guys, but we will be watching for style points and all the other things I learned from the ice skating competitions. Of course, we're most honored this morning, because this is one of the main reasons we're doing this, to honor the legacy of Officer Webster. And we're honored to have this morning joining us Donna Carlino. Donna is the mother of Officer Webster's widow, mother-in-law, of Michelle Carlino-Webster. Donna, thank you so much for being here today. Michelle was just in town last week, but unfortunately couldn't join us here today. But this is the reason for the season. Joining us also from the National Park Service is Petroglyph National Monument Superintendent Nancy Hendricks. Nancy is in the flat hat over there. And we had invited, but I'm not sure they came, representatives from the New Mexico State Parks and from the National Park Service Outdoor Recreation Legacy Program. I'm mentioning those things because the National Park Service is extremely helpful in this project. We applied for and won a grant from the Outdoor Recreation Legacy Program, but none of that would be possible, of course, without the National Park Service and the State Parks Division, which administers the Land and Water Conservation Fund in the state of New Mexico. And frankly, none of that would be possible without our United States Congress congressional delegation, which has fought so hard for the Land and Water Conservation Fund. Senator Heinrich, Congresswoman Stansbury, and Senator Lujan in particular have fought really hard for the Land and Water program, and this is what the results can be. So thank you all for coming. Also joining us this morning, the president of the South Los Altos Neighborhood Association, Eileen Jessen. Let's see, Eileen is right here filming. She also has snacks, she says. She wanted to make sure everyone knows there are snacks, cookies afterward. And of course, we're quite honored to have with us the Hawthorne Dragons are in the park. So Principal Melissa Chavers is here. She just joined, where'd she go? There she is, Principal. I think a recent new member of the team at Hawthorne, so that's great. And we have Mrs. Howe's first grade class and Ms. Harder's first grade class. And just a note, I think that the way that these children got to the park today, I hope, was they were walking extremely safely on the north side of Copper on the Copper Trail, which was funded by State Senator Mimi Stewart almost entirely. and designed and built by the parks team. And you know, when we're connecting schools to parks, I think we're getting close to getting it right. So thank you for coming to the park this morning, Hawthorne Elementary. Before we get into the program, a few more people I just need to be thanked right off the top here. I want to thank our amazing Parks and Recreation Department staff who do the hard work to make these projects come to fruition. In particular, our Deputy Director, David Flores, is in charge of most design and development projects. Cheryl Sommerfeld, who is the Division Manager for Design and Development. Cheryl, raise your hand. She's right back there. Thad Vargas, the head of our construction crew, helped oversee very important parts of the project here, and all the staff at Parks and Rec who helped make it possible. This park element was designed by our great partners at Plan Collaborative, local landscape design and planning firm. They do outstanding work, and I will say they have a special interest in designing parks for inclusive play. Their lead principal, Greg Miller, is a passion of his, but the whole firm is devoted to that concept, which we are trying to express here at Daniel Webster Park in everything we do. Representing Plan Collaborative this morning is John Pope. Thank you, John, to you and your team. And of course, none of it gets real unless we have strong partners to construct parks, and we have a fantastic partner in Accent Landscaping this morning, represented by Jason Gonzalez. Jason is in a nice shirt back there. There's my man. Thank you to Accent. They're doing great work all over the city. Okay, well, that was a lot. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you this morning our mayor, Tim Keller.
Thanks, kids. All right, well, this is such a wonderful sight to see. The children, the playground, everything combined together, but also, of course, an amazing way to reflect on one of APD's finest that was lost in the line of duty. Now, for us, this is a giant milestone to honor that legacy of Daniel Webster. And we've known some of the history. I'm not going to go too far in depth, of course, in a sense of just saying this. This has been almost a decade in the making. It predates me. It predates some of the other elected officials here. Others have been here that long. But it was a commitment that this community made to Daniel, his legacy, his family, and also to the next generation, to kids who need fitness, to kids who want activity, and to have a place in the heart of the International District in many ways, and in an area of dense population where we need green space, where we need places where kids can run and play and enjoy each other, but also be healthy. And we also know that that vision is something that was crafted with the Webster family. And the idea was that we want a park that will honor his legacy and love of physical fitness, which, if you didn't see this course, which you will see, like, it would take a 20-year Army vet to do that course. And APD officer, really, it is extremely hard if you're actually going to do it. And that's awesome because it's something I have to believe that he would have enjoyed and also been able to do real well. This is, by no accident, of course, located next to our public safety facility just right behind the cameras. And so in hopefully a nice way, our SWAT team, our motors unit can actually also come over and enjoy the adult side of this course and also reflect a little bit on the legacy of Daniel Webster. Now, this could not happen either without the dedication of all the folks that Dave mentioned. You know, when we came in, there was a lot of people pulling at other different priorities all around the city, and that's normal. But between our city councilor, our state senator, our congresswoman, and the community, everyone agreed that we are going to prioritize finishing this park. And we've been able to do that in a huge way because of the support of the congresswoman, of our city council, of the state legislature, and the neighborhood fighting each and every way, but bringing cookies to the fight. So that is why we're here today. It truly is a one Albuquerque effort. And now being able to see this iconic playground in many ways. You have that one over there, which I know my kids have enjoyed. There's something about the different arrangement of colors that it's like super young kids, it's like a castle, and there's like different, it's funny how kids play the same game in there, and it has to do with the color coding and things, which is anyway really cool. As a young parent, this is something you notice. This one behind me though, as Dave would like to remind you all, if you don't know what it is, it's actually like a miniature of the Sandias. So see, it's a mountain, and then you have the radio towers, and it looks right at the mountain with radio towers. So there you go. Now I think some of us, we got some heads nodding there. So this is part also of a broader vision that our administration has to create iconic parks. The idea all across America and now in Albuquerque is truly like, if you build it, they will come. But what does that mean? It means if you build truly exceptional parks, people will come from all over the state. And we know that is the case, from the incredibly long slides that we have at Wantabo Hills, to Wells Park, to Filter Cone Park, and now with this added amenity to Daniel Webster Park. People will know about this park from all over the metro, and they will come on purpose just so their kids can play at this park. That is awesome. It's the notion of making parks more than just green space for the neighborhood, but making them destinations for fun, for play, for community engagement, and also, especially in this case, for physical fitness of all ages. And lastly, I just want to share that for us, this is something that's not done. And so we have an amazing arrangement of basketball and sort of ADA, different sensory activities that are going to be over here. And so we're excited about phase 4. And as you can see, it's already under construction. So we're very optimistic that sometime either this year or early next year, we will be out here to finally finish everything at the park. But in the meantime, I think sort of the crown jewel piece is right behind me. And I very much appreciate everyone's work on that and their dedication for making sure that no matter how much money the city has or doesn't have, or no matter the other needs in the city, that we prioritize this. And we delivered on this promise to Daniel Webster's legacy, to the family, to our police department, and to all of Albuquerque. So with that, I'm going to bring up a woman who was a huge part of this, and we really could not have done it without her sharing that same vision, our Congresswoman Melanie Stansbury.
All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. What a joyful morning. I was thinking as I drove up here this morning that it was a solemn morning, of course, honoring the life and legacy of fallen Officer Daniel Webster this morning. But what more beautiful way than to celebrate a life with the joy of a park? And I want to start today by thanking all of our officers who are here today. Thank you for your sacrifice and for your service. I know, yes, thank you. I know that the ribbon cutting for this park also comes just 2 weeks after we had another officer fall in the line of duty here in Albuquerque with the loss of our Sergeant Michael Schlottman with the Bernalillo County Sheriffs, who fell just 2 weeks ago. And so we want to honor their memories, their service. And certainly, as the mayor said, Daniel Webster was not only a distinguished officer here in this city, but also gave 20 years of his life to this country as an Army Ranger in federal service. And so we honor all of our soldiers who have also served this great nation. But here today, we are here to not only honor his memory, but to celebrate the joy that this park will bring to so many kids. And in a few moments, I want to ask our kids to help us as we are celebrating the beginning of this park, bringing a lot of joy to a lot of people in the community. I am so grateful to have the opportunity as a federal partner to help fund this park. When I landed in Congress, my very first day in Congress, I was handed a stack of papers and told I had 2 hours to decide which projects I could allocate federal funding to, which had been lying in wait while my special election had happened. And this park was one of the first 10 projects I funded when I got to Congress. And the reason why I chose to fund this park is really 3 reasons. 1, because it honored the life of a distinguished officer who had served this community. 2, because it was a park not just in a community that needed more facilities and more opportunities for our kids, but because it is a park that is really a state-of-the-art park for inclusion, for all kids to have a safe place to play and to join together. And 3, because it is in a community that has so much attention focused often on the negativity that is so many families are challenged with in this particular set of neighborhoods, but where we know that our people are resilient, our people are thriving, and every single day families are getting up and living their lives. And so what better way than to honor our communities than to bring more joy through a park? And so I'm so honored to be able to help fund this project. All told, we were able to put $750,000 in federal funds aside through our community funding. With additional grants from the federal government, that totals to $1.6 million in federal funding that we brought home to make this park possible. So, this park, of course, is going to serve everyone in the community, and I encourage parents not only here in this community, but across the city to bring your kids here. There is sensory equipment, there's an inclusive playground. It was built in mind for kids who are visually impaired and have autism, and of course, it has this extreme fitness piece that is honoring Daniel Webster and his love for physical fitness, and we're very excited to see our officers today take the challenge. So I hope that all of you will take a moment today to enjoy what this park has to offer. And before I hand it over to our next speakers, because this park is really for all of you guys, I want to ask if you guys will help me a little bit here. We kind of started the conversation beforehand, but okay, so if you're a kid standing here with me, raise your hand if you go to Hawthorne Elementary. All right. Raise your hand if you're okay, you can put your hands down. Raise your hand if you're a first grader. All right, you can put your hand down. Raise your hand if you walked here today. All right, raise your hand if the slide was your favorite part today. Raise your hand if climbing was your favorite part today. Raise your hand if you love this park. All right. Okay, so on the count of 3, will you guys help me out? We're going to say go parks, and then we can get as crazy and wriggly and clapping as we want afterwards. Okay, you guys ready? Yeah. On the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go Parks! Woo! All right. Oh, this way. I guess they're going to the park. I didn't mean to dismiss everyone, but okay, it happened. I'm sorry. Okay, well, you know, these things happen, but with that, the kids couldn't wait any longer. I apologize to our other speakers. But with that, I would like to introduce some of our amazing state legislators who made this park and the surrounding infrastructure possible. And it is with my greatest honor to introduce the leader of our state Senate, Senator Mimi Stewart, and Debbie Sariñana, our representative for this district here in the State House. And we welcome you. Please come up to the podium, and thank you for your amazing service to our state. What a great day. What an incredible day. As you see, it really does take a village to get something like this done. A decade ago, I remember when we decided that this would be a park. It was before Daniel Webster had been killed. And within a year of him being killed, just down on Eubank, we decided that we wanted to honor him and name this park after him. So I'm very proud to have been part of that. it's pretty easy to put capital outlay money towards this park every year, and I've done it every year for 10 years. I have a neighbor who just said to me, "We need a basketball court." And I said, "I'm sorry, it's not part of the plan." Well, now it is, a loud enough voice. So this really is going to be for all of us. I drive by here every day. I often just stop the car, walk around, or I walk down, and that's when I wish I had garbage bags and water bottles. But we have a fantastic parks crew that takes care of these parks. So very honored to be part of this. Representative Sariñana, my cohort.
Thank you, Senator. I'll be quick. I just want to say, we're honoring an amazing man, Daniel Webster, with this amazing park. And as a former teacher, this is where our kids should be. Instead of in front of computers and phones, they should be out in the fresh air having fun. So thank you for being here, and this is a great day for this area of New Mexico. Thank you.
All right, and next up we have our city councilor, a strong champion of this project, Nicole Rogers.
Hi, my neighbors. I see so many of my neighbors. This is my neighborhood. This is my family's park. And I heard loud and clear from the community when I first took office, I'm going into my third year, that they did not want to continue to have phases on our parks, especially this park. And I just have to echo what my colleagues have said about honoring Daniel Webster, and we deserve to get this park finished for him and his family. So thank you for being here today. I'm so excited that we are here, that it's happening, and we are getting it done. It will be done. And I'm excited that thank you to Dave Flores, especially because when I came along, I was like, Dave, we got to get this. And the neighbors want to, like Mimi said, the neighbors want a basketball court. We can't take basketball courts out. He's obliging me. We have neighbors who want chess tables and things because people really do want to use this park. And I've seen usage of this park already go up. I'm here every day pretty much after school with my son, Elijah, who's 8. And we are already seeing, I saw a family from the west side here. I saw a family from the East Mountains when they stopped at Sam's because they heard about this park. So it's already a destination for folks from around the city and even the East Mountains. And for me, that's extremely important because we're changing the narrative about our neighborhoods in District 6. And people don't have to be afraid to come here. We have beautiful families, beautiful parks. And come and visit us. You'll see how vibrant this community is. Hi! And how much we love this park, right?
No.
No?
I'm scared.
You're scared? Come here. Let me help you. Come on. I got you. We got you. This is my son, Elijah. He'll help you, okay? Yeah, he'll help you. Well, that's what it's all about, right? Is taking care of our kiddos, taking care of our loved ones. And I'm just so excited. And let's keep going and get this park done. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Counselor. Okay, now we want to hear from, she's our interim chief, but I think in this case, most importantly, has been an APD officer for how many?
22.
22 years. Please welcome interim chief Cecily Barker.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everybody. I want to thank you for joining us as we continue to honor Officer Dan Webster's legacy. It means a lot for Albuquerque Police to be part of a project that honors one of our officers in such a meaningful way. I didn't know Officer Webster personally, but I do have a story to tell, as many of us do when we work with officers throughout our years on the police department. I very vividly remember the night that Officer Webster was killed. I was a sergeant in the Violent Crimes Unit, and we were overseeing an operation that night. I had some very seasoned detectives that worked for me, and when I say seasoned, I mean they had over 30 years of service. That night, we made an arrest and we went to the prisoner transport center. And if you would believe it, Officer Webster was there with someone who he had arrested. The detectives that worked for me did not know Officer Webster, but we exchanged some words with him. And what I really remember about him that night is the big smile he had on his face and how happy he was to be at work. He was bragging in a good way that he had just made an arrest and he was headed back out to make another one. What we knew about Officer Webster is he loved his community and he loved to serve. As we left that night, those seasoned detectives told me wow, it was really cool to see an officer who's so motivated. He's a pretty cool guy. And I thought, you know what, he is. Like I said, I didn't know him personally, but I knew of him and I knew the work that he did. Later that night, we were on a dinner break. And I remember the call coming out over the air. I remember hearing the traffic stop. I remember dispatch telling us that an officer had been shot. I remember that the offender was said to be at large. We got up, we left dinner that night, and we headed to the area command to look for that offender. I remember just very aggressively driving around trying to locate anyone who might be related to that incident. Since I was a sergeant in the violent crimes unit, I received the phone call and was advised before other officers that Officer Webster had passed. And I will never forget that night, nor will the officers who worked. It's so important to have a park like this so that we can remember those who served our community and laid their lives on the line to protect us. So I want to take a moment to thank all of those who helped get this park put together. That's our elected representatives, Mayor Keller, and the Park and Recreations Department for their hard work. This park truly shows and reflects what Officer Dan Webster was about, and that's his energy and love for staying active. For officers in the Southeast Area Command, I know this is a place that they will continue to visit as they enjoy seeing this space filled with the kids, much as we enjoyed seeing the kids enjoying this today. I thank you all for being very patient and standing there. I know that's really hard at your age. These places are often named after public servants who play a major role throughout our community. So I encourage you, as you're driving throughout the city, if you see a community center, a park, or a building that's named after somebody, take the time to learn about them. Take the time to learn about what they did to serve our community. We are all grateful to everyone who made this possible, and I really want to invite you to take some time and enjoy the park today. Thank you so much.
All right, we're just about completed with the program. The play program will start immediately after that. But there's a couple more things I want to do. First of all, just as the mayor noted, the job isn't finished yet here at this park. And we have phase 4 to complete. You've heard a lot about what went into phase 3, and you can see the graphic that shows all the different elements by Elijah. And phase 4 is going to be the capstone for this park. We're going to have several basketball courts, including ones that are specifically designed for people of all ages with different types of challenges. So there'll be inclusive play, supportive wheelchair basketball, that kind of thing. And also a full-size court that's going to draw in people of all abilities and make it a vibrant, active space for the neighborhood. We're going to have, because, you know, no park is complete without our four-footed friends, includes cats, I guess. We are going to have a dog play area here, a dog play area for particularly courageous cats as well. And one of my favorite things we're going to do here as part of what Parks and Rec has been trying to lift up in our city more and more is to design and build nature play areas into our parks. It's very important children have the opportunity to play in an experimental way without the kind of constraints of the equipment we put in front of them. It really helps children learn and play in new and better ways. It actually is even better for their young minds. And so there's going to be a full-scale nature play area on the west side of the park. And as the mayor said, everything in this park, or most things, are designed to emulate some part of our Duke City. And that is going to be the part that emulates our beloved Rio Grande. And hopefully we can keep some water in it. Phase 4 is ready to launch. We need a little bit more money to finish phase 4, but we are constantly optimistic about getting that done, and I am very optimistic that we shall get phase 4 finished and this park completed soon. Now, I want to just echo the chief's call and the most important reason again that we are here. You know, Donna, this is for you, this is for Michelle, this is for Officer Webster, and to all our men and women who serve. So thank you. But we want to end on another note that hopefully will be another positive note as we're remembering the service of Officer Webster as well, is that I firmly and passionately believe every park can and should be an outdoor classroom it is today, and it can be every day. So in honor of that, Parks and Rec has a little gift for Hawthorne Elementary. So if Principal Chavers would just join me for a sec. On behalf of Parks and Rec, we'd like to give you this box of books, which you can read at school or you can read right here in the park. Happy reading.
Thank you.
Right, they'll go right with the little library. All right. Book reports are due in about 2 weeks. All right. Do we have our ribbon? Okay. So we have two last things to do. I'd like to invite our Hawthorne students to come and help officially cut the ribbon. And then immediately following that, anyone who wants to relocate to the beginning of the extreme fitness course, let's kind of line them up over here. All right.
Come this way, guys. All the way over there.
As soon as we're finished cutting the ribbon, our 4 cadets, let's see, I think they've been stretching and getting ready. We can join them over at the start of the extreme fitness course. And thank you again so much for coming. Please come, Albuquerque community, come and enjoy this place. It's your place.
Everybody put one hand on there.
All right.
Over here, there's space over here. Put your hand on the ribbon. Put your hand on the ribbon.
Donna, do you want to help with this part?
Please, thank you.
You're okay? All right.
Are you gonna put your hand on the ribbon?
All right. I need some hands to help me with the scissors. All right. Who can put their hands on the big part of the scissors?
Put your hands up there.
All right. All right. We're going to count backwards from 3. Okay. Can everyone do that? 3, 2, 1. Look at the camera. Go Parks! Go play!
Go play!
All right. That was a lot.
That was great.
Thank you for
That was
coming.
amazing.
Yeah, thanks for coming.